FreedomMunitions.com presents The High Road with Keith Warren.
We hunt for different reasons, but it's more than just the kill.
First off, I'm grateful to be an American, to live in a country that still has country like this. Wide open, wild stuff, and I love it.
It's about the experience, freedom, passion, and adventure. For me, hunting is the ultimate pursuit.
We need to get out of here. This is danger zone.
Who was the big bear?
A connection with nature that only a hunter can experience. I've spent my entire life perfecting my skills, braving the elements in pursuit of my prey. The wild is where I belong. I'm Keith Warren, and like you, I live for the hunt. Join me and take the high road.
Talk about being able to connect with nature. Take a look at this. Thousands of years ago, African bushmen were right here, and they etched paintings on the stone walls commemorating their hunts. And for the thousands of years since, hunters have come here to experience the joy of the hunt. Today, I'm in the Eastern Cape of South Africa on the safari of a lifetime.
I'm Bruce Nyland. What makes Hunters Hill unique is that we actually own all our properties you hunt on. We're sitting on 82 different species of animals to hunt, and that means we do not spend a lot of time driving around from property to property. And also, by owning your own properties, you understand your own management of game, and we can also produce world record trophies for all our clients.
It's the middle of the day, and Bruce and I are heading to a hilltop to see what we can find.
Wow.
Beautiful place to be.
The thing that I just can't believe is that I'm in the middle of the day like this, we're not seeing anything out at all.
Yeah.
Anything else.
I think what we need to do is move up to that waterhole we discussed earlier and see if there's anything in that area.
Do it. After you, sir.
With the sun high in the sky and temperatures warming up, we decided to take a long hike to another high spot that overlooks a waterhole, just to see if anything was possibly coming in for a drink.
About 250 yards, there's two blue wildebeest down the bottom here, the middle of the day, and there's a couple of water holes. We eased up over this edge of rocks. It looks like they're bedded down, so we're ready for them to get up. We're just going to see if they'll move and give a clear shot.
After about an hour wait, the wildebeest were up and they were on their feet.
He's walked out now.
That's the big one, right?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Just wait for him. Fish, take that one.
One in the middle.
Yeah.
You ready, Colton?
Shot.
Stay on him, stay on him. He's the first one going past the
Oh,
pond.
he's bleeding good out the nose.
Stay on him.
You've hit the lungs.
Hit him again?
No. No, he's done. Well done, partner.
That was so cool. Talk about it.
Those are three big bulls.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know which one to shoot. I'm glad you called it. That's good. And that's a big target too. That was 220 yards maybe?
Yeah.
Good.
Let's get down there. Let's see what we shot.
That's a big old bull right there. Holy smokes, look at that bull. Wow. Look at that guy right there. Look at the boss on him. That's the old bull.
That's a magnificent bull. Well done.
This right here is incredible. Look here, I got a clean pass through on him.
You wouldn't have thought that bullet would have gone through at that distance.
This is a big animal, and you know there's lots of places in Africa that you can go and hunt plains game.
This is a blue wildebeest, and I don't know, I mean, it's big, and to get a clean pass through is awesome, but I want to point out it's big. Genetically, these animals right here that you're going to find are incredible because they've been working on genetics for years and years and years. And so it's not just with the blue wildebeest like this, it's with all species of animals. I mean, you can go hunt plains game just about anywhere in Africa, but try to find a place that's got quality genetics, and Hunter's Hill Safaris has got that. Bruce, thank you. Thank you. I mean, this is just an old bull. You can look at the boss and the old horns on him. And this right here, I think, is better than the bull that I shot last year. And he was a toad.
He was.
Oh, what a magnificent animal.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Reconics, Record Rack Deer and Elk Feed, Burt Coyote's Luminoc, Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, 99%, Ion Cameras, Tannerite, and Bloodsport. The High Road will be right back.
After a restful night of sleep, I was anxious to get out and get started with the next day's hunt.
As an outdoorsman, I think that we all have this little a sense of adventure in us. That's why we're outdoorsmen. And we connect with the past when we go out. And I take a look at stuff like this. This is an old stone wall that was built all the way up this mountain and then all the way across this canyon and up the other side. And I think, for what purpose? I mean, seriously, for what purpose? Was it to separate two property different owners or two different tribes? But look at this, it runs for a mile over that way. Well, I bet you there's some cobras living in there though. I'm glad that it's cold. Somebody would say, why do you hunt? And I hunt because of this right here. God, I love this.
Is he still there? He's still right here, Keith. He hasn't moved yet. I think we need to get to that rock before the sun gets us in our face. Get low, Keith. Get low. Get low.
On this hunt, we spotted a giant black wildebeest, and we're going to try to get set up for the shot.
All right, come on. He's got to stop. Dadgummit. Wait for him to stop running. I don't know if he's going to stop. He should. Just stick on him. Dadgummit. There you go, Keith. He's going to stop.
Okay, you there? How far is he?
438 yards.
Looks like it's hit.
Come on.
Keith, hit him again as soon as he stops.
Here he goes. Boom!
What a shot.
Holy smokes. What do you think of that? I've been waiting for a black wildebeest since last year. I mean, last year, remember that one was way out there just like this?
Yeah.
And the wind was blowing like crazy and I just missed it by inches. I didn't miss him.
That's 438 yards, partner. That's a hell of a shot. Not many people would do that.
Rather be lucky than good. I said that before.
Let's go have a look at it.
Come on. Goodness. Look at that hump on his back. Oh, man. That big old bushy tail on him there, Bruce.
That's beautiful.
Look at that. Ooh. I have been waiting a year to get my hands on one of these guys. This is a black wildebeest. Look at the boss on him. I mean, he's deep. He's just a cool looking animal. Look at the mane on him right here. You know, the one thing that now that I've been here, I hunted last year and this year, the one thing that I'm finding out that
if anybody comes here, they better be prepared. If they're going to rifle hunt, they better be prepared to air one out. I mean, what are the, like, average shot-wise, what should you say somebody should be prepared to shoot distance-wise?
Well, you see some of these animals, like the black wildebeest, likes the open plains, like the springbuck, so they like to keep their distance. So you're going to need something that's going to shoot 400 yards. But then your other animals, your wildebeest and stuff, the blue wildebeest will stick more to the thicker terrain. So it varies, but we always say an average of about 250 is the sort of shot you would take. But you get a big one like this.
Yeah, this is a big one. I cannot believe the show he put on. Taking off running, he finally stopped and gave me a shot. Like I said, I've been waiting a year to get my hands on one. Okay, so if somebody wants more information on Hunter Hills Safaris, give them, what do they need to do?
Well, just basically go to our website. Start there.
Okay.
huntershillsafaris.co.za.
And we'll have a direct link from our website right to Bruce and Greg's website, and get a hold of them. This is phenomenal. Just absolutely phenomenal. And what a cool looking animal.
Well done on that shot, Keith.
Yeah, I got lucky again.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Armasight, the entire line of Food Saver Game Saver vacuum sealing systems, BSA Optics, Gamo Adult Precision Air Rifles, Ion Cameras, and FreedomMunitions.com, your online ammunition destination. The High Road will be right back. Tannerite brand binary exploding rifle targets presents viewer feedback.
Keith, I'm a busy person like most people, so I kept missing your show. I went to your website and now watch your shows whenever I want. I even went back and watched a couple of shows I missed from last season. Just wanted to say thanks for doing this for us working folks. Adam from Missouri. Adam, you're welcome. The one thing we realized a long time ago is not everybody gets to watch us on TV. It's for that reason we wound up putting our videos online. We have a very robust YouTube channel with hundreds of videos. There are tips, how-tos, behind the scenes, all kinds of stuff that is all centered around the joy of the hunt. And so not everybody can catch us on television, and if you want to watch all of our videos online in full HD, all you need to do is go to our YouTube channel or go to my website. Thanks for watching. What I love is getting up early like this and getting on a high spot and seeing what we can see.
Yeah, this is actually one of my favorite spots, Keith.
Man, it is pretty.
Yes, Modula? Okay, it's Linda Pasiaza.
We've just been told that there's a problem giraffe other side Queenstown, and there's a call from the lodge that we need to get over there and help those guys out there.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ja, maar daar de Kalezan is daar bewennen, ja, maar Kalezan.
It's always an adventure. I've never ever heard of a problem giraffe before. What causes such a problem?
Well, this morning, Keith, we got that call from that private game reserve. There's no hunting allowed there, and they've had this giraffe that's been charging at vehicles and at pedestrians, you know. They've asked us to come in there and solve the problem for them, and we're the closest guys to do that for them, you know.
Well, I guess if they've lost fear of humans, then that's what's really the problem.
And also, you may imagine if it hurts somebody, they'll lose the revenue for that private reserve. So they've called us in, and let's try and get there. I'm driving a bit faster than we normally do, but we're in quite a rush. Let's see if we can solve this problem for them.
I like solving problems like that.
meadow somewhere up here on our left here where they've been seeing this giraffe. So, oh, this is the last place I saw him. So I think we're just going to pull over here and just take a walk over here and see if he's still in this area.
Bruce has instructed me that in order to dispatch an animal as large as a giraffe, I must make a perfect shot. We're taking along a good pair of shooting sticks that'll prove to come in handy. After walking about a quarter of a mile from where we parked the vehicle, we spotted what we were after.
He's definitely the one. He's definitely one on the left.
Keep in mind that this is a problem giraffe and one that's lost fear of humans, and that's why he must be taken from the herd. It's estimated that this bull is well over 20 years old and he weighs more than 3,000 pounds.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Liberty Safe, OpticsPlanet.com, Darton Archery, Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, 99%, Blue Rock Outfitters, and the Texas Deer Association. The High Road will be right back.
I'm shooting a .270 caliber rifle using Hornady's 130 grain Nosler partition bullet, and I'm waiting for the giraffe to stop and offer the perfect shot.
Right there, he stopped.
I was shooting between the eye and the ear.
All right. Right, here it goes.
Like that?
Good shooting. So slowly you fall backwards. Let's go have a look there.
Good gosh. That's a big old animal right there.
The closer I get to him, the bigger he looks. Oh
Oh,
my
he's a big animal.
gosh. Holy smokes, Bruce. Look at this guy. You know, I've been wanting to hunt for giraffes since 1999, my first safari over here, and having this opportunity was absolutely, it's like a dream come true. But this was a problem giraffe. And tell everybody why it was such a problem.
Well, then, you know, the guy gave us a call and asked us if we couldn't come take out this giraffe. They get rogue at times and was chasing vehicles. It's on a private reserve where it's more for ecotourism. But he's been having a lot of hassles with this bull in the last 2 to 3 months.
Well, he was kind of off to the side, and then he wanted to join some other ones out here. And I mean, it's just like anything else. It got to be managed, and hunters do a great job of managing and shooting the right animals. So
Yes.
I want to just show some of this. I mean, look at this. I mean, the horns on him. This is a male, and look at these horns. That bone goes right into the skull, and then look at this mane down the back of his neck. I mean, it's beautiful, and the markings on him. I mean, and then I want to show you all this. The tail, that is a long tail, and this feels more like a nylon brush to me. I mean, it feels like nylon. That's a big old long bushy tail, but the hooves, I mean, this is what blows my mind. I mean, look at this. Big old hooves. I mean, what a beautiful animal. Put her there, bud.
Well done.
Thank you. I mean, this right here is incredible, and have an opportunity to do this on a safari is wonderful. Now the work really starts. And what are we going to do?
Well, we've called in a team of guys to cut it up. There's a meat factory that has bought the meat. The skin will be sold, and even the bones, the leg bones, could use as knife handles. So nothing's going to go to waste on this animal.
And I think that's great too, to point out that literally nothing goes to waste. Nothing. And so this is pretty unbelievable. And talk about solid.
Yeah.
Okay, now something else before we close this out. Show everybody where the lungs would be on this animal.
Yeah, well, that's also the problem. Everybody thinks if you look at your normal animal, your lungs are down here, where in fact they're much higher, up in this area. So that's why we did a headshot. It was clean, knock him over, and sometimes this can be very dicey. You misplace your shot in these areas, that's where you'll be thinking to shoot.
Yep. So up high in the shoulder.
Very high in the shoulder, yeah.
Thank you.
Well done, partner.
It's difficult for me to say what my favorite part of the hunt is because I enjoy it all. But today's adventure was unique and profound because it made me think that the Bushmen that lived here long ago, they'd be proud to know that modern man has done a wonderful job assuring that this part of the eastern Cape of South Africa is still rich with game. We do this because, like the African Bushmen, we're hunters, and we live for the joy of the hunt.
The High Road with Keith Warren has been presented by FreedomMunitions.com, your online ammunition destination. Closed captioning for The High Road with Keith Warren is brought to you by Keith Warren's Texas Hidden Springs Ranch, the best value in Texas trophy whitetail hunting.